They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But what if I told you that the wrong breakfast could be speeding up aging, slowing down your metabolism, and even putting your heart at risk? If you're over 60, your body isn't processing food the same way it did in your 30s or 40s. That means some breakfast choices that once seemed healthy could actually be working against you now. But don't worry, I'm not here to take away all your favorite foods. I'm here to help you make better choices so you can feel more energized, protect your body, and live life to the fullest. In this video, we're breaking down 9 breakfast foods you should avoid after 60. And don't skip number 7 because it's one that nearly everyone eats, but few realize the damage it's doing. Ready? Let's get into it. You've seen the commercials. Bright, colorful boxes promising heart, healthy whole grains and natural ingredients. But here's the ugly truth. Most breakfast cereals and granola are loaded with sugar, artificial additives, and way more carbohydrates than your body needs in the morning. After 60, your metabolism naturally slows down, and excessive sugar intake can lead to blood sugar spikes, inflammation, and increased fat storage, especially around the belly. Not to mention, many of these cereals strip away fiber and essential nutrients during processing, leaving you with empty calories that leave you hungry just an hour later. Even the so-called healthy granola brands often contain as much sugar as a candy bar. Instead of reaching for the cereal box, opt for a high-protein, fiber-rich alternative like oatmeal topped with nuts and seeds, or Greek yogurt with fresh berries. The goal is to fuel your body with sustained energy, not a sugar rush that leads to an inevitable crash. You might think starting your morning with a glass of orange juice or a homemade fruit smoothie is a smart, healthy choice. After all, fruits are packed with vitamins, right? But here's the problem. When you remove the fiber from whole fruit, what you're left with is mostly sugar. And without fiber to slow down digestion, that sugar enters your bloodstream rapidly, spiking blood glucose levels and leading to an energy crash later in the day. For those over 60, this roller coaster effect can contribute to insulin resistance, weight gain, and even an increased risk of type 2 diabetes. Store-bought juices are even worse. May contain added sugars and preservatives, making them no better than soda in terms of sugar content. Even if you're blending at home, loading up a smoothie with too many high sugar fruits like bananas, mangoes, or pineapples can have the same effect. Instead, try a whole fruit with a source of protein and healthy fats, like an apple with almond butter or a handful of berries with cottage cheese. If you love smoothies, balance them with greens, protein powder, and healthy fats to slow sugar absorption. It's not about cutting out fruit. It's about eating it the right way. A warm, crispy slice of toast or a soft, chewy bagel. It's a breakfast classic. But if you're over 60, these refined carb, heavy foods could be wreaking havoc on your health. White bread, bagels, and even some whole wheat options are made from highly processed grains that lack fiber, causing rapid blood sugar spikes. And what follows? A crash that leaves you feeling sluggish, craving more carbs, and storing excess glucose as fat. Over time, this pattern increases the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and cognitive decline. But here's something most people don't realize. Many store-bought breads contain hidden sugars, preservatives, and even inflammatory seed oils that can make matters worse. If you love bread, switch to healthier alternatives like sprouted grain toast, sourdough, or high-fiber whole grain options. Even better, pair your toast with protein and healthy fats like avocado, eggs, or nut butter to slow digestion and keep energy levels stable throughout the day. A simple swap can make a huge difference in how you feel. Bacon, sausage, ham, these breakfast staples might be tasty, but if you're over 60, they come with serious health risks. Processed meats are packed with sodium nitrates and preservatives that have been linked to high blood pressure, heart disease, and even an increased risk of cancer. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to these harmful compounds, making it even more important to limit or eliminate them from our diet. Another issue, many processed breakfast meats are high in unhealthy saturated fats, which can contribute to clogged arteries and inflammation. And if that wasn't bad enough, some brands sneak in added sugars and fillers that make these meats even worse for your metabolism. Instead of reaching for bacon or sausage, try healthier protein options like pasture, raised eggs, smoked salmon, or plant-based alternatives like tofu, scrambles, or tempeh bacon. You can still enjoy a delicious and satisfying breakfast without the long-term health risks. Yogurt is often marketed as a gut-healthy breakfast choice, but not all yogurts are created equal, especially flavored ones lining grocery store shelves. Many of these so-called healthy yogurts contain as much sugar as a dessert, sometimes over 20 grams per serving. That's more than your body needs for an entire morning. And after 60, too much sugar can spike inflammation, increase belly fat, and even accelerate aging by damaging collagen in the skin. Even worse, some flavored yogurts use artificial sweeteners, which can disrupt gut health and lead to sugar cravings later in the day. The solution: opt for plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt or skyr, which are rich in protein, probiotics, and essential nutrients. If you want some sweetness, add your own fresh berries, nuts, or a drizzle of raw honey for a balanced, nutritious breakfast. This way, you control the sugar content while still enjoying a creamy and delicious morning meal. For many, coffee is a non-negotiable part of the morning routine. But if you're adding flavored creamers or artificial sweeteners to your cup, you could be unknowingly harming your health. Most commercial coffee creamers contain hydrogenated oils, trans fats, high fructose corn syrup, and artificial additives. A dangerous combination for anyone, but especially for those over 60. Trans fats are notorious for clogging arteries and increasing bad cholesterol. All while excess sugar in your coffee can lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, and inflammation. Even sugar. Free creamers aren't safe, as they often contain chemical sweeteners like aspartame or sucralose, which may disrupt gut bacteria and increase sugar craving. If you love your morning coffee, switch to healthier alternatives like unsweetened almond milk, coconut milk, or even a splash of organic heavy cream. And if you need sweetness, a small amount of stevia or monk fruit is a much better option. Making this simple swap can protect your heart metabolism and overall well-being without sacrificing the coffee you love. Pastries, muffins, and sweet rolls might seem like a delightful treat to kick off your day. But for those over 60, these high-calorie, low-nutrient options can be a major setback to maintaining good health, often loaded with refined flours, added sugars, and unhealthy fats. These baked goods quickly turn into a sugar bomb that leaves you with a quick burst of energy followed by a sharp crash. Over time, regular consumption can lead to weight gain, increased blood sugar levels, and heightened inflammation. All factors that contribute to heart disease and other metabolic issues. These treats are often devoid of essential fiber, vitamins, or minerals that you need as you age, meaning they offer little nutritional value in exchange for all those empty calories. Instead of reaching for that tempting muffin, consider a wholesome alternative like a homemade oatmeal bowl enriched with fresh fruits, nuts, and seeds. Not only does this option deliver a balanced mix of complex carbohydrates, protein, and healthy fats, but it also provides sustained energy without the dreaded sugar crash. By choosing nutrient dense foods over processed pastries, you're taking a proactive step towards preserving your health and vitality. A simple swap like this can make a significant difference in your overall well-being, keeping you energized and focused for the rest of your day. Oatmeal is often praised as a healthy breakfast. But if you're reaching for those convenient flavored instant oatmeal packets, you might be doing more harm than good. Many of these pre-packaged options are loaded with added sugars, artificial flavors, and unnecessary preservatives that strip away the natural benefits of oats. What's worse? These quick-cooked oats are heavily processed, meaning they digest rapidly, leading to blood sugar spikes and crashes, something you want to avoid, especially after 60. High glycemic foods like instant oatmeal can increase the risk of diabetes, weight gain, and sluggish metabolism, making them a less than ideal choice for a balanced breakfast. Instead, go for steel-cut or old-fashioned rolled oats, which digest more slowly and provide longer, lasting energy. Add nutrient-rich toppings like chia seeds, flax seeds, nuts, or fresh berries to boost fiber and protein intake, keeping you full and satisfied. Choosing whole, unprocessed oats, you're getting all the healthy benefits without the unnecessary sugar overload. A small shift in your morning routine can have a huge impact on your overall health. You might think that skipping breakfast is an easy way to cut calories or improve metabolism, but for those over 60, this habit can actually do more harm than good. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down, and missing your morning meal can lead to blood sugar imbalances, increased cravings, and even muscle loss due to insufficient protein intake. Skipping breakfast can also impact brain function, mood, and energy levels, making it harder to stay sharp and active throughout the day. While some people thrive on intermittent fasting, for many older adults, going too long without food can lead to dizziness, fatigue, and nutrient deficiencies. Instead of skipping breakfast, focus on building a balanced protein-rich meal that supports muscle health, stabilizes blood sugar, and fuels your body properly. Great options include eggs with avocado, Greek yogurt with nuts and berries, or a smoothie packed with greens, protein, and healthy fats. Prioritizing a nutritious breakfast helps set the tone for the rest of the day, keeping you energized, focused, and feeling your best. Small changes add up, and making breakfast a priority could be one of the most powerful habits you adopt for long-term health. Now that you know which 9 breakfast foods to avoid after 60, take a moment to reflect. How many of these are in your morning routine? The good news: it's never too late to make better choices. Swap out processed, high sugar, and artificial ingredients for whole, nutrient-dense foods that fuel your body the right way. Small adjustments to your diet can lead to better energy, improved digestion, and long-term vitality. Which of these surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and let's start a conversation. And if you're serious about optimizing your health, make sure to subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest tips on living your best life. Here's to healthier mornings and stronger years ahead.